What up, though, y'all? This video, of course, you guys see it in the title, is the reason I prefer sports bikes over cruisers, Harleys, Victories, Indians. From my experience, this is only my opinion. Because the main reason is because police really don't bother them. Not here in Michigan. They won't really pull out on a sports bike. You know, Michigan State troopers, they may bother you, but just local cops, they really don't mess with you. I don't have no issues with the police here on my crotch rocket. None whatsoever. Now, when I had my Harley, police bothered that thing all the time if I was speeding. Some cops were cool because they ride Harleys, but for the most part, you get those irate cops and they'll pull you over. Like, I had to leave this parking lot one day and the main entrance was closed by the time we were leaving, so I had to squeeze my Harley through the pedestrian entrance. So in doing that, I had to go across the sidewalk to get out. Cop pulled me over for riding across the sidewalk, gave me a ticket, and my tags were expired at that time too. Gave me a ticket for riding across the sidewalk, and a ticket for expired tags. Another time, I was riding through Grosse Pointe, and me and my wife, and it was a Grosse Pointe cop sitting like in the driveway of this company, and his car was all he was in one of those Tahoes. It was all black. Grosse Pointe keep really good equipment, so it was all black. And a truck ran the light in front of me, and I don't know what I was thinking about, because I usually won't run a light, especially with my wife on my bike. I runs the light. I deserved that ticket. I mean, that truck lit up like a Christmas tree. I was terrified. But anyway, I pulls over. One thing I can say about the cop, because my bike was in my wife's name, and when he was talking to me, he knew that bike wasn't in my name, and because my wife was on the bike, he didn't know who she was, so he was talking in code to me, like, basically he knew that the bike wasn't in my name, but he was talking in a way he didn't want to let my wife know that it was in a female's name, just in case she wasn't my wife. So I thought that was kind of cool. But anyway, yeah. So cops never really bother crotch rockets. Another thing is just private citizens in their cars. I don't like, when I first got my Harley and I was on the freeway, I didn't like the fact that a car can keep up with me. That bothered me a lot. You get cars, they just want to see the bike, get on the side of you, look at it, but there are times where, like this guy, Rick, I know, I think he gave this guy in the F-150 the finger, and the dude got mad because his daughter was in the car, so I guess his daughter seen Rick give him the finger. Now Rick has a CDL, a street glide CDL, so those things are they're pretty fast. He couldn't get away from an F-150. It knocked him into Toontown, almost killed him. Dude caught up with him. Bam. I don't like that either. And I watched a video last night where this dude it wasn't a super sport, it was like a 600 or something, but a dude in the truck caught up with him and hit him. He hit another bike trying to get to him. So that's what I don't like about cruisers, and slower bikes. On this thing, or my Suzuki, I see this guy was trying to chase me down. I took off on him. He vanished in my mirror so quick, it was like a magic trick. I throttled, lane split the first two cars was in front of me, hopped in the high lane, lean, I was gone. I had this guy, and that was on my Suzuki. I had another guy, he was a security guard, and he probably just didn't like my bike was loud. And security guards, they're rental cops, they think they have the authority of a police officer. So he's trying to chase me down. It's just stupid to me. It was irritating. But anyway, about for 3 miles, he was just on me, weaving through traffic, because I wasn't really trying to get away from him. I thought he'd probably just go away, like a fly or a gnat or something. But anyway, he didn't. So I had to take matters into my own hands. Throttle on this thing, whew, I was gone in seconds. But yeah, that's another reason I don't care for cruisers, because if somebody really want to knock you off your bike and you can't get away from them, you know, it can't happen. Also, the comfortability. I like this bike. I like sports bikes. To me, they're more comfortable because, like on the Harley, let me show you guys. On the Harley, you're always sitting upright, lean back. So if you catch a bump wrong, and I had back surgery, so this is personal. It comes straight up that tire, straight to your back. I mean, I hit a bump one time, I was almost in tears. On a crotch rocket, you hit a bump. Most thing you'll get is that. You know, it doesn't go to your back. It goes to your knees, and it might just bump you off the seat. You know, so that's another thing. To me, the crotch rockets, and it's just my personal opinion, I think they're more comfortable than the Harley. You know, because this position never bothers me. You know, I can ride like this for hours. You know, and it doesn't bother me, especially on this, because if I go take a long trip on the S1000, it has the heated grips, cruise control. This thing has more features than my Harley had. You know, I can't even, this thing has everything. So to me, this is like a sports Harley, a super sport Harley, because it's a really comfortable bike. And it has the adjustable suspension, all that good stuff. So that's another reason I like the sports bikes better than the cruisers, because I think they're more comfortable, they're faster, they're cooler. You know, outside of me loving bikes, the second thing I like after that is probably shopping for them, and not for the parts, but the gear. You get to wear all the cool gear. You know, I mean, you can wear cool gear with the cruisers, but it's not the same. You know, pulling up with the gear on, leathers, boots, it's just awesome. But yeah, those are the reasons that I like or prefer the super sports over the cruisers. So in the comments, let me know what you guys think. And also make sure you like, share, subscribe, and you know, hit that bell for you know, future videos. Thanks for watching.